Episode 34. Opening meant. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 34 of Beauty Spy War. Capturing host Park Tae-sik spy collaborator. This series is a finalist from the second Proud Korean Screenplay competition. Episode 33 ended with Sang-wook's desperate cry, "Wait! Don't open it! Whatever you do, don't open that door." Today, that door opens. The hacker organization burns evidence and smashes computers. Agent Soo-ho rappels from the rooftop into the balcony. Park Tae-sik escapes like a flying squirrel. 5th floor to 4th, 3rd to 2nd. Daebum roars, "You son of a bitch. Don't let anyone escape." After a breathtaking chase, both Park and Sang-wook are captured. But then, the investigator before Sang-wook is team leader Juntae. "Juntae Hong? Why are you here?" Investigator and suspect. But they're childhood friends, like brothers. Juntae interrogates with evidence, then appeals to the heart. "Think about your mother. She sold eel to raise you. Cooperate, and I'll get her the best surgeon." And Sang-wook whispers something shocking. "Is that true? Let's begin. Do not open the front door. Under any circumstances." Sang-wook instantly realized that the investigation had arrived. He himself had long been running secret errands for the Black Snake Operations Unit on behalf of his father. So his instincts were sharper than anyone else's. He always assumed he was being tailed. If he locked eyes with a stranger, he became tense. Like someone who had committed a crime and was being hunted. Some days he would panic at the slightest thing and bolt in terror. Other days he walked with his head lowered and his shoulders hunched. Whenever someone suddenly ran toward him, he would instinctively flee. He even practiced staring at himself in the mirror. Wearing a blank, indifferent poker face, training himself to hide any sign of fear. Is it the police? Or maybe the National Intelligence Service? I'll burn all the critical files. You smash the laptop and all the auxiliary devices with a hammer. Destroy them completely. Move fast. We still have time. Tae-sik pulled out a lighter. He set fire to the collected documents. As the flames rose, thick white smoke began to billow. Erase everything written on the whiteboard. All the hacking routes. Yes. I'll wipe it clean. Hurry. We still have time. Once they come in, we scatter and run. Then we regroup later. The smell of burning paper spread as the flames grew. They burned classified materials, smashing semiconductor memory chips inside computers with hammers. White smoke began creeping out from beneath the apartment's front door. Outside, Soo-ho began kicking the door violently and shouting, "Hey! Open the door! Hey! Open up!" We know everything. Open it. They figured it out. Those bastards won't open the door. You sons of bitches. You won't open it. Inside, however, there was no sign of surrender at all. Outside, agents holding crowbars kicked and shook the door in mounting urgency. Daebum, who had arrived as backup, issued rapid orders. They're destroying evidence inside. Yongdae and Ji-hoon, go up to the roof. Enter through the balcony and open the front door. Yes. They rushed up to the rooftop, but it wasn't as easy as expected. The cargo gondola hanging from the roof was not working. They took out a rope and wrapped it around the ventilation structure. Beside the rooftop water tank, they pulled it tight, checking the stability. I'll go down first. Okay. I'll follow right after. Soo-ho, a former Navy Special Forces operator, carefully stepped onto the rooftop railing. Uncoiling the rope, he began descending slowly. Inside the apartment, men were waiting near the balcony, with weapons, ready to resist. But Soo-ho pushed both boots against the wall, swung like a pendulum, and kicked through the balcony window like an Entebbe-style commando. The armed men were quickly subdued by the trained agents. Inside the smoke-filled apartment, a brutal close-quarters battle erupted. Fists flew. Kicks slammed. It became a chaotic melee. The resistance was fierce. Soo-ho managed to force the front door open. Moments later, agents stormed inside. Fighting his way forward, Daebum shouted, "Get them! Don't let a single one escape!" The agents lunged to capture them, while the suspects fought back and tried to flee. Sang-wook managed to slip out into the hallway and sprinted down the corridor at full speed, agents in pursuit. After a fierce struggle, he was finally caught near the flower bed. On the first floor, an agent snapped handcuffs around Sang-wook's wrists. Sang-wook turned and glared at the agent as if he wanted to kill him. "Wait. No. Who is that?" When Sang-wook saw the agent's face, his eyes widened in shock. "Huh? Jun Tae-hong? Why are you here? What are you? Are you NIS? You don't need to know." Lee Sang-wook. "Don't move. Hong, are you a cop? NIS? What are you? What the hell are you? You can't tell? Where is Park Tae-sik? Ah, fuck. How would I know? Why are you asking me that?" Sang-wook shook his cuffed hands up and down as he yelled back. "What? You don't know? We went easy on you because you're a friend's kid brother, damn it. So that whole time you told me you worked at a publishing company in Paju. Is that what matters right now? Hey. Where did Park Tae-sik run off to?" The target, Park Tae-sik, sprinted toward the balcony and leapt to the neighboring apartment, Following the L-shaped bend of the apartment block, he fled downward. Gripping the balcony railing, he stretched his legs. The railing of the floor below was just barely within reach. Jumping between the tightly packed adjacent apartments. Left to right, right to left. He dropped from the 5th floor to the 4th. Like a flying squirrel, he hurled his body forward, clinging to the balcony frame as he escaped. This time, he ran toward apartment 404. Daebum pointed and shouted, "Get him! That way! Apartment 404. But instead of being caught, Tae-sik taunted them and sprang from the 4th floor down to the 3rd. Furious, Daebum shouted again, "You bastard! You think you can get away? Dream on. Block him over by 305. Tae-sik zigzagged expertly, dropping from the 3rd floor to the 2nd. From the 5th to the 4th. To the 3rd. And again to the 2nd. He kept leaping like a flying squirrel. Daebum, now fully enraged, roared, "You son of a bitch! Block the playground on the 1st floor." Each time, Tae-sik changed direction. Unpredictably, slipping through their net, agents surged after him down the 4th floor. Then the 3rd, then the 2nd following his every move, as Tae-sik came down toward the flower beds. Yong-ho anticipated his path, and slammed him down with a perfectly timed takedown. The chase finally ended. Tae-sik and the agents were all gasping for breath. Suho twisted Tae-sik's arm behind his back and snapped handcuffs on. Tae-sik looked up at him with weary, defeated eyes. "You are under arrest for violations of the National Security Act, the Unfair Competition Prevention and Trade Secret Protection Act, and related charges. You have the right to remain silent and to retain an attorney. And this CD containing a DDoS attack program, received from North Korea, will be seized as evidence." Sang-wook was also loaded into a transport vehicle and taken to the National Intelligence Service. As Tae-sik and Sang-wook were being arrested and driven away, a man watched and reported to someone else, "Yes, they've been arrested and placed in the vehicle for transfer. Keep a close eye on them." "Yes. Understood." Juntae summoned the detained Sang-wook into a separate office next to the interrogation room. "Step outside for a moment." "Yes." The accompanying agent nodded and left. Juntae looked straight at him. "Sang-wook, tell me, why were you there? What the hell?" "I was there because I had a reason to be there." "Hey, you're doing this in place of your father, aren't you?" "What are you talking about? In place of who? I know you've been doing this since your father disappeared." "Stop it. Don't talk about my family. Kill me if you want. And I know Jang Sang Man has been backing you. Who's Jang Sang Man? Who is that? Juntae snapped. You little punk. He smacked Sang-wook on the head with a file. That wasn't as an investigator. That was from a brother who's known you since you were a kid. What are you so cocky about? What do you know? More than you think. I even know about your mother's back. Sang-wook stared at him, speechless, unable to comprehend how Juntae knew so much. You thought I was bluffing? I looked into it for the investigation, but she's also the mother of someone I care about. Yeah, right. You're just another bastard who looks down on me. Try that again. I'm not talking to you as a cop right now. I'm talking as someone who's worried about you. Kill me if you want. Where did you find some idiot who got sponsored by a conglomerate chairman? How do you know that? I know he sent you to study in Germany. Did you really dig into everything about me? Open your eyes and look at this. What is it? After seeing this, can you still lie? Juntae threw a copy of a ledger onto the desk. Look at this import ledger. Sang-wook's eyes wavered as he looked at the ledger, saying nothing. As team leader at Amazon Land, you imported a lot of dogs from overseas, didn't you? It was for business. Some very expensive ones. And a lot of guide dogs. We trained golden retrievers and matched them with visually impaired families. But you also imported Portuguese water dogs. Sang-wook's pupils flickered slightly. Portuguese water dogs? Maybe. Don't play dumb. 2 of them, right? Yeah. 2. So what? One died of bone cancer after the Amazon land chairman kept it. What about the other? It died during training. During training? Yes. Really. Don't lie to me. You went to Danyang Lake, didn't you? Sang-wook's eyes twitched again. Why would I go there? This is the dog you trained, isn't it? No, look closely. That's the Portuguese water dog you imported. No, this is the dog food you dropped in the mountains, the premium Swedish brand you use at Amazon Land. You fed it to that dog, didn't you? No, there are tons of black dogs in the world. Look at this. A photo from a boat on Danyang Lake. A black Portuguese water dog. I don't know. That's the dog you kept on a boat in Spain. The best swimmer of its breed. So what? It has nothing to do with me. Still lying? You bought waterproof radio transmitters at Yongsan Techno Mart, didn't you? Why would I buy those? You even had Song Yoseb buy them for you, and told him to use the stairs instead of the elevator. No, he already confessed. Who is that? Your dog trainer at Amazon Land. So he bought them? Yes. Want me to call him right now? You can't, can you? You're caught. This is so unfair. You have a lot to feel unfair about. Do you even know what you're doing? What did I do? You're a damn fool. What? Your father's a North Korean spy. You should have reported him and cut ties. Instead, you kept helping him. He's not a spy. We're victims too. Juntae lit a cigarette for Sang-wook. Sang-wook, listen to me. Think about your mother. She sold eel at the market to raise you, so you could become a corporate team leader. You want to throw your life away because of your father? You know what North Korea is like. Give me a cigarette. Here. Sang-wook took a drag and exhaled. Juntae pressed on. Your mother needs back surgery now. If she waits, she'll never be able to walk properly again. I'll get her the surgery. Will it help? Yes, but only if it's done soon. Thank you. I'll get the best surgeon in the country. So cooperate with us and let's end this. Let's live like human beings now. Okay? Suddenly Sang-wook leaned close and whispered into Juntae's ear. Juntae's expression changed. Is that true? Ending meant. Episode 34. How was it? The door opened. Agent Soo-ho breached through the balcony. A fierce battle erupted inside. Park Tae-sik leapt between balconies like a flying squirrel, but was finally captured at the flower bed. And Sang-wook, the investigator who appeared before him, was Juntae, someone he'd known since childhood. Juntae presented the evidence. Portuguese water dogs, Danyang Lake photos, waterproof transmitters. But Sang-wook kept denying everything. Then Juntae touched his heart. Think about your mother. She sold eel at the market to raise you. Her back is so damaged she can't even look at the sky. I'll schedule her surgery with the best doctor. In return, cooperate with us. Sang-wook, a mother who sold eel to raise her son. A mother whose bent back prevents her from seeing the sky. Sang-wook slowly spoke, then suddenly leaned close and whispered into Juntae's ear. Juntae's expression changed. Is that true? What shocking information did Sang-wook reveal? Episode 35 will reveal the truth. Hung, please trust me. Please stay tuned for episode 35. Thank you for listening.